Hi there, my name's Tina Spalding and I'm a trance channel. Subscribers, you may have seen a video come up this week of our live streaming event. It was just a test, so don't take it personally that you weren't invited. It was just an experiment, so we had some good feedback and it worked well. If you would like to be invited to the next live streaming event and find out when it is, please leave your email at channelingjesus.com and a group email will be sent out to notify you of the next event. We are going to be doing ongoing events over the next few months, so if you're interested in hearing about those, please leave us your email. We aren't going to send lots of emails, just important notifications will come through. So if not, then we will have some of them posted on the Channeling Ananda and Jesus page, but over time there will be a special access for those things. So if you're interested in that, please leave us your email. Today I'm going to ask Ananda to speak to the subject of eating disorders. We've had some questions come through on that subject. So I will bring Ananda through and we will see what they have to say. I'll see you at the end of the session. We are with you again, dear ones. Indeed, your food in your society has become a tricky subject. So there are several aspects that we can address here. The first one we would like to address is the issue of the quality of your foods. In Western society, we would say a lot of your food is not really nutritious. It is not wholesome in that sense, contaminated with a lot of chemicals. And so we want you to know that in a way, all of you are disordered in your eating. If you are eating mass-produced, industrially raised meats, these kinds of things, there is a disorder to your food consumption that is playing out for many of you, not just in the mental disorders that are associated with emotional attachments to food, but this is a disorder in the sense that many of you do not care that your food supply is contaminated and that there is a lot of scientific evidence behind this, and yet your conditioning, your training in your society says, oh, don't bother, this is not important. Well, we will say to you as frequency monitors, it is important. When you are ingesting low frequency food, that means that it has not been alive for a very long time, or it has been through processes that have denuded all of the life from it, or chemicals have been added to it that are in fact toxic to your system. It is important. So we want you to know, first of all, that if you can start to switch to organic products for those things that are a big part of your diet. Let's say you do eat a lot of dairy products. Begin to switch to locally raised organic dairy products. These are simple processes, and if you are not willing to look after your physical body with nutritious, clean food, you must look at the belief system that is generating that behavior. That means that you have been deeply indoctrinated by the food marketing programs in your society not to care about your health, and believing that the food you eat is separate from your health. Neither of these things are true. Your health is your experience to have. If you are in a body, you know that being in an unhealthy body is not a lot of fun, and it impairs your ability to experience, and that is why you are here on this incarnation. You are here to experience in physical form through your feeling sensory device, your body, mind, complex. You are here to experience certain things, and so it impedes your ability to experience. So we want you to know that from a spiritual point of view, the health of your body is generated by you. It is generated by the beliefs and thoughts you hold. It is generated by the actions that arise from those thoughts and beliefs that you hold. So food, disordered eating, we would say that your society is in general in a disordered state. and we want you to begin to pay attention to that. We understand the costs are greater for organic food, which is another demonstration of the disordered nature of your society's food. But we want you to know that you can afford to eat organic food. Most of you are, in fact, eating quite a lot more food than you need to eat, particularly industrially raised meats. And if you cut back on those and increase the quality, you are going to see a big shift in your frequency. But we know that that is not what you mean by eating disorders, but we did not want to sweep this under the rug as if there are only some beings who are having trouble with their food. You are all having trouble with your food in this society, so let us not keep it into a special little group of mental emotional disorders. You are all disordered in your eating in that sense. Any of you that have emotional eating issues, overeating, undereating because of fears of getting a little plump, overeating because you are bored or depressed, these are all considered eating disorders, and they are all of the mind. There is not one eating disorder that is not of the mind in some way, because every single thing you do is motivated from your mind. So you have in your Western society decided that there is physical, mental, and emotional, but they all work together inextricably entwined into thought, word, and deed. Your thoughts arise from your beliefs. And your beliefs, many of your beliefs are not your own. They have been taught to you by food marketing programs, and they have been taught to you by your beloved parents who indoctrinated you into certain eating forms associated with their beliefs. And you also were trained through, at times, punishment, shaming, and love. Blessed parents gave you love if you finished your meal, if you ate up, and if you did as you were told at the table, you were rewarded often with more food, that beloved dessert that you got for being good and cleaning your plate. These are disordered ways of looking at food, using emotional blackmail to get children to eat food. So if you are a parent, we want you to know that we would like you to provide your children with the opportunity to eat wholesome organic foods, and do not necessarily provide them with a standard meal, but you can give them some options, some sliced fruit, these kinds of things on a plate with some salad available. There are many foods out there that fill the need for nutrition far more than the way you are eating. We are going to go into food aspects more frequently and deeply as we go through this teaching. One video is not enough. Obviously, we are beginning to go deeper into a subject, and it is important for you to know that food holds frequency. If it is alive, freshly growing, locally, organically raised, it's going to have a higher frequency than if it is dead or abused or poisoned in any way. It is logical. It is not rocket science. Now, as for those of you with severe eating disorders, bulimia or anorexia, you are merely seeing an exaggerated form of disordered thinking about food. Most of you have these disordered thoughts, struggles with food, eating things that you don't want to eat, but you find yourself keep doing it. Cutting back so that you are lessening the size of the body for societal, cultural, conditioned reasons. What we want you to know, and this is the simple message of this one particular video, we will be doing some more, is that if you focus on the body as an object in and of itself, you are going to suffer. If you focus on spirit and your self-expression, and you use the body to express your journey through the world, looking after it as a vehicle, just as you would a car, putting in the proper fuel, maintaining it correctly, you would expect a longer life from your car. And if you like your car and it drives fast around corners and you like that feeling, you are going to look after it. If you don't like your car, if you are not particularly into driving, you are not going to check the oil and put proper fuel in, and it is going to become sluggish, and it may even break down. We want you to take the emotions out of looking at your body. But this is a big project. This is one of the biggest projects on your spiritual journey, is the slow transformation from disordered thinking and eating about the body and food to healthy, balanced nutrition, healthy, balanced thought processes about the body. So in short, and this will have to be the first video of several on this subject, we are going to say that eating disorders are disordered thoughts about the body magnified. They are being manifested in beings whose obsession with the body and what it can bring them has become far, far too powerful. They have in fact decided that the body is everything, and if only they can get the body under control, looking the way they want, then they will receive everything that they need from the body. This is really the ego consciousness run riot, completely in control of the mind. Nothing comes to you from the body. It is all from the mind. Even your body is arising from mind. So if you want to have a healthy body, you must have healthy and truthful thoughts about the body. If you have unhealthy thoughts about the body, that it is God, that it is valuable in and of itself, that it is going to bring you everything that you need, then you are going to begin to suffer and get depressed and disordered in your actions around the body. And that is really what you are seeing with eating disorders. You are seeing people trying to control the world through controlling the body. You manifest the world from your thoughts and your feelings, and your body arises from your thoughts and your feelings. This is an important cause and effect that you must bring front and center into your mind, that your body minute by minute is responding to whether your thoughts are loving, extending, happy, generous, self-expressive, or whether they are limiting, controlling, attacking, and judgmental. The first set of beliefs is going to bring you a healthy body. The second set of beliefs is going to bring you an unhealthy body and body image. If you are open, loving, expressive, self-expressive, fearless, generous, all of these wonderful, wonderful higher frequency feelings, you are going to have a good relationship with your body because you are focusing on the correct aspect of mind, which is spiritual, which is generous, and which is love. And if you are focusing on the second grouping, which is fearful and controlling and negative, you are going to have a lower frequency experience with your body, and it is not going to go so well, and you are not going to feel happy. You are going to begin to suffer. So there was some information covered in this video. If you are having eating issues, please listen to it again. But stay tuned. We will ask our dear one to bring forth some more videos on this subject, specifically about anorexia and bulimia for those dear souls who are suffering from those things. We will speak to you again soon. Okay, just a reminder, if you would like information about the live streaming events that we are going to be producing, please leave your email safely with us at channelingjesus.com, and you will be notified of the next event, which will be coming up sometime in the next week. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.